Welcome to 2021 Earth Fest by Moxie Solar. Thanks for having us. Today we're going to meet some Moxie Solar superstars and take a tour of Moxie's solar installation process. Let's start with Julian. He's going to walk us through some of the steps of installing solar and what to expect.
Hi, I'm Julian Vandervelde, Vice President of Sales for Moxie Solar. At Moxie, we pride ourselves on our education-based sales platform. This begins with our sales consultants. Our consultants are experts in the field of solar, whose job begins with analyzing the customer's needs based on the information from their electricity bill, as well as building out an initial design using sophisticated satellite technology. During the consultation, their job is to educate the customer about Moxie as a company, solar as a whole, the specific capabilities of the system designed for that customer, and ultimately to determine the cost benefits and environmental impacts of that customer's solar array. Next is our site assessment team. Our site assessors are experts in all of the different areas necessary for a solar installation in a home, from rooftop access to utility questions such as the size of the breaker box or the location of the utility meter. It's their job to gather initial information necessary in order for us to install the system and build it out according to code. After the consultation is complete, the project is moved on to our project management and client services team. It's their job to cut through all of the bureaucracy that can create bog downs and all the red tape that can create extra cost for a customer. As a fully turnkey operation, Moxie Solar takes care of all permitting and interconnection, talking to the utility company, and dealing with the authorities having jurisdiction on a project. The project managers act as a primary point of contact for the customer, tracking the project as it moves through the different phases from design and engineering to interconnection and permitting, all the way through installation until site and service takes over at the end. After the site assessment team has completed their work, they'll pass their information on to our design and engineering team. Moxie's in-house electrical and mechanical design and engineering team puts together the exact specifications for the project based on local and national electric codes and building codes. From there, it's passed on to operations, who will take over for the installation. Once the client services team has completed the interconnection paperwork and design and engineering has finished all of the specifications, that information is passed on to the authorities having jurisdiction and to the utility company. During this time, unfortunately, we're hands off. So we do ask for your patience while the requisite authorities take their time in deliberating over the plan sets that we have sent them. Once those plans have been approved, it's on to operations and installation. After the interconnection and designs have been approved by the requisite authorities, it moves into the operations phase. Moxie Solar has Moxie certified installers in all 26 states in which we operate. And here at home in our North Liberty office, we employ our own foremen, installers, and electricians, keeping everything in-house and under one roof so that we can ensure the quality of your installation from start to finish. After the installation is complete, come the inspections. Those same authorities that we mentioned earlier, the utility and the authority having jurisdiction, whether that be your city or your county, come out to inspect the work and see that we did what we said we were going to do when we said we were going to do it. After those inspections are complete, requisite paperwork is filed, and eventually we get what's called permission to operate. This process can take a while, as again, we're relying on the utility company and the authority having jurisdiction to move the process forward. But once everything is in place, you have permission to operate and we can turn your system on. So what actually happens once you have permission to operate? Once that system's running, how are you actually getting power? Well, solar panels themselves create direct current electricity. As you may know, we use alternating current in our house. So the power coming off of the panels runs to an inverter. There are multiple different types of inverters, but they all do the same thing. They change the direct current electricity to alternating current so that it can be used in your house. We wire directly into your home, whether through a tap box between your meter and your main breaker, or directly into the breaker itself. From there, the electricity follows the path of least resistance. As you use power in your home, the power flows into your house to be utilized by you in real time. When your solar is producing more power than you're using in your home, the excess energy is flushed back out to the grid, and your utility company will credit you for that energy. How much that credit is worth is based on your utility company and how they handle those credits from a month-to-month basis as well. That's one of the jobs of a Moxie Solar sales consultant, is to ensure that you are fully educated, not just on how your system functions, but what's actually happening to that power that it produces and how does it benefit you. One of the most common questions that we get is, in a power outage situation, does my solar continue to operate and power my house? Well, the answer is yes and no. In a standard grid-tied installation, if power is lost from the grid, then your solar also has to shut down. The reason for that is that there's really nowhere for the excess energy to go. If you're producing more power than you're using and flooding that back to the grid, if someone's out there working on it, they could get hurt. But don't worry, Moxie Solar has you covered. In the last couple of years, energy storage technology has come a long way, and Moxie has multiple options for battery storage. By attaching a battery to your solar installation, you're able to create effectively an island scenario where the battery will isolate you from the grid, and your solar and battery can work together to keep your power running, even in an outage situation. No need to go out and buy gas, no loud generators thrumming throughout the night, just the gentle hum of self-sufficiency.
Julian also recorded some Moxie Minutes, where we share solar info and technical details.
Welcome back to the Moxie Minute, guys. Today we're going to talk about inverters. The first is a string inverter, the second is a micro inverter, and the third is a DC optimized system. The string inverter is the one that most people are familiar with. The problem is we consider it like Christmas lights. If one panel goes down, it affects the entire array negatively. The second is the micro inverter. It's an individual inverter on the back of each panel. So it inverts the power from direct current to alternating current right at the panel level. The DC optimized system is the best of both worlds. It allows us to monitor the systems through an individual optimizer, a little computer on the back of each module. For your house, it's definitely more important that we be able to see how each individual system is working at any given time, and for you to be able to see it as well. As part of the Moxie 5-star guarantee, not only do we monitor your system, but we give you the ability to do so for free through our Solar Edge inverters. This makes it easy for not only us, but you to keep track of your system's performance and make sure that there are no issues that require maintenance on in the future. That's why the DC optimized is our preferred form of inverter. There's a lot of people out there who will do solar, but to do it right, well, that's another story entirely. Today, we're going to talk about a grid-tied system. One of the questions that we get a lot is, well, where do the batteries go? In a modern system, most of the time there aren't any. The way that it works, you've got your sun, you've got your house, and you've got your solar. Couple pieces of equipment that make this whole thing work. You've got an inverter, you've got your meter, and you have the electrical grid. So the sun's going to hit the panels and create direct current electricity. That direct current's going to run to an inverter. The inverter switches it from DC to AC, alternating current, which is what we use in our house. When we're producing more power than you're able to use, that excess is going to get flushed out through the grid, and it's going to be stored there as a form of kilowatt-hour bank, an electricity savings account, if you will. When we're not producing as much as you're using during the night or in the middle of winter, you're going to pull from the grid again. Our goal is to get you to a point where the energy that's going out equals the cost of the energy that's coming in, and thus zeroes out your energy bill. So take a minute, a Moxie minute, and let us show you just how easy it is to Moxie up.
Thank you, Julian. Let's head over to Moxie's sister company, VERV Auto. VERV is a used car dealership in North Liberty, but the main man, Merv, is no ordinary car dealer. He sells plug-in and hybrid vehicles at VERV Auto. So let's take a minute to meet Merv.
Hi, I'm Merv at VERV Auto. Here we do electric cars, and that's all we do. Feel free to give us a call and schedule a test drive, or come on down and see me.
Last week, SIPCO stopped by to produce a segment for their new show, EV Writer.
Hello, this is Paul Erickson, your SIPCO EV writer, and we're in North Liberty today. We're at the VERV Automotive Group, and we're going to go in and talk to Michael Grigg about what they're doing down here. They sell only electric vehicles, and let's go talk to him. Hello, Michael.
How are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Now, what are some of the makes and models that you have?
We're going to be pretty much handling electric, plug-in, and plug-in hybrid vehicles, largely because we want to contribute to the least amount when it comes to carbon footprint.
Tell us a little bit about the unique features of those cars.
A lot of the issues with buying and selling EVs in this area is just people not being familiar with them. So the number one vehicle out there that's the most established and has the best technology currently is Tesla. So what we've done is we've tried to get one of every model of the Tesla product so that people can come by, take a look, we can go through some education, find out if electric vehicles are for them.
Michael, what type of customers do you get?
The demographic is wide open. We've got college students coming in and buying some of the more affordable ones so that they can get back and forth to class, still reducing carbon footprint. We've got elderly people coming in and replacing their other vehicles with the vehicles that they can feel better about. It is increasing exponentially at every age level, so in every demographic. So the nice thing about the way we have things set here is it allows us to introduce people to a variety of different vehicles with a variety of different capabilities and ranges so that they can select what's best for their driving.
Well, Michael, you were going to show me a little bit about some of the features in one of the cars out there.
Yeah, let's go take a look.
Sounds good.
This is Tesla's Model S. As with all Teslas, they are equipped with proximity sensors that allow you to just walk up the vehicle, simply press the handle, and it will wake the vehicle up.
Let's see what's under the hood.
All right. There you go.
Surprise, surprise. What in the heck are we going to do with this?
Well, this is Tesla's front trunk. Obviously, there's no internal combustion engine to lay in this bay, so what it's got is functional storage. It allows you to store your anything in there.
Well, Michael, let's see if they hid the engine back here at all.
Absolutely. Let's take a look.
Nope, it doesn't look like it.
This hatchback configuration allows you to have a whole lot of storage in the back, as well as some additional storage in a more conventional trunk.
Mm-hmm. Sweet. Attention, kids. These are not set up to be used while you're driving. Just when you're in park. Well, Michael, thank you very much for taking us on the test drive and explaining how VERV Automotive Group is doing and all the different features of this Model S Tesla. Thanks again. This is Paul Erickson, your EV writer, signing off.
In this video, Merv shows us how to charge a Tesla.
Welcome back for another episode with Merv at VERV. Today we're going to look at charging a Tesla. In this case, it's going to be a 2020 Model Y Tesla. First thing we'll want to do is pull up into our parking spot with this Tesla supercharger station. One thing to note is that these Tesla charging stations are paired. Each one of these charging stations has an A and a B. These A and B modules with the same number share the same charging power. This means that you are effectively sharing charging current with the car next to you. So when at all possible, try not to park right next to the person that is already at the charging station, as you will be increasing both of your charging times quite a bit. After you've selected your charging station, you simply pull up your charging screen on your MCU. The lightning bolt that will bring up your charging screen is located directly below the diagram of the car. At this point, you simply select Open Charging Port and Unlock. This will allow your charger access to the charging point. Another way of achieving this is simply to get out of the vehicle and press the round button on the supercharging handle when close to the port, and it will automatically open and unlock your charging port. The MCU conveniently displays estimated time for charge, the miles that are being added, the miles per minute being added, and the wattage that is currently being transferred to the vehicle. Now, when charging is complete, you simply tap Stop Charging on the MCU screen, get out, remove the charging port, and close the charging port door. It's as simple as that. Once again, thank you for spending a few more minutes with me to learn more about these wonderful vehicles. I'm Merv at VERV. We'll see you next time.
Filling up the tank on a Tesla doesn't take long, but we made a video about how to pass the time waiting for your battery to recharge.
Even though Tesla's charging capabilities are very advanced, Elon was aware that people would be looking for a way to spend their time while waiting on their charge. For this reason, they made a couple of different items available for us. He provided the ability to stream videos or to play arcade games. My personal favorites are the games that I used to play when I was a kid, but they also have some interactive games that accommodate both one or two players. And this particular game is a driving game that allows you to utilize both your brake pedal and steering wheel of the vehicle. I am Merv from VERV. Thanks for watching. Oh, I just got first place. How did I get first place? I don't know.
Let's head back over to Moxie's warehouse to meet the president. President of the warehouse, that is.
Okay, hi, I'm Josh Schupanitz. I'm the president of the warehouse. Well, my typical day is when I come in here around 7-ish. When the crews are here, they kind of yell at me, and then I stage these, because I'm a one-man show here.
How long have you worked here, Josh?
2.5 years, close to 3. Longer than most relationships I've had.
Okay, so and then your favorite John Denver song?
Lollipop Gang. I like working at Moxie because I'm by myself a lot. The least favorite part is doing paperwork.
All right, Josh, go. Hey, Josh, what's your favorite little mermaid character?
Sebastian,
Why?
because he's a crab.
Is he the candlestick? Who's your favorite, hard rock team?
What?
And your favorite musical?
Sweeney Todd.
That's a musical?
Yeah.
Forklift or truck?
Oh, truck.
Or truck versus skid loader, go.
Skid loader's a lot of fun.
Moped, truck?
Moped. I had a
up?
moped for a long time.
Yeah,
Yes.
me too.
We could form a gang. Let's go.
Yeah, Lollipop Gang. I had John Denver writes a song about it, I think. Bye.
You can see why Josh is one of our favorite workers at Moxie. Let's close it out today and meet another Moxie superstar, Kerry Bateau. He was our top salesperson last year, and we interviewed him to find out why he loves his job.
My name is Kerry Bateau. I'm a senior sales consultant for Moxie Solar. I've been in sales for years and years. But before I came here, I'd never worked for a culture like Moxie, which is phenomenal. It's amazing. I love this company. Being from an Indian heritage, from Blackfoot tribe, I'm very environmentally conscious, and to do something that allows me to help the environment, help people save money. When I put my head on my pillow at night, I know that what I do for a living is making a difference. I do my very best to do my part to continually make a difference in people's lives, as well as helping our planet, helping our environment. It's one of the biggest challenges to get people to understand. They look at the price tag and they don't look at the monthly payment that they're making already. So here you can actually pay less in most cases than you do on your monthly electric bill, and 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, depending on the size of the system, it's paid off, and then you're not giving anything to the electrical company other than a basic service charge. My name's Kerry Bateau. I'm with Moxie Solar. If you've ever thought about doing solar, if you've ever thought about becoming energy independent, Moxie is the company to go with. Don't hesitate to give me a call at any time. I'd love to help you save money, help the planet, and just get out of the carbon emissions game. Oh yeah, baby.
Thank you, Iowa City Earthfest and Green Iowa AmeriCorps for having us. Stop by moxiesolar.com to learn more about solar energy.